So how did you get involved in this initially? Like,
Initially, I wanted a video series like mine to exist, but no one had it around, so I decided to make it myself.
yourself.
yeah,
Fair enough.
fair enough.
And go.
No, because like I guess what motivated you to get into this kind of, because it seems like there's an entire culture around Chris Chan right now. I totally
Christorians.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Christorians. What's a
Christorian.
Christorian?
Christorian is a person who knows pretty much everything about
Who was
Chris.
a part of Christory.
There's
a person who's part of Christory.
I just couldn't imagine someone unironically being like, I am a Christorian. Yes.
Professional
That's what I do,
Christorian.
yeah. Do you, I mean, are you technically one? Do you refer to yourself as one, or does it make you
Do you
cringe at the thought?
identify as a Christorian?
People refer to me as the go-to Christorian at the moment, yeah.
You sound utter contempt when you say that.
You're the face of all Christorians right now.
It's a burden I must bear.
You know those memes where it's like the people holding up like the world, the army, and it's they're living like peacefully at the top. It's like Gino Samuel holding up the fabric.
Holding up the world.
I feel like in some aspects, because you do seem almost, you hate many aspects of it. Is that fair to say?
I wish there was something more to my identity rather than being a Christorian.
Right, of course,
But yeah, of course, I can't blame them, because it is like the thing that I'm most known for at the moment, at least.
Yeah.
It is just so, I think when a lot of people see that you've made 40 hours or nearly 60 episodes on something, they do think, what drives a man to do such a thing, to make 60 episodes? And I think if I remember correctly, when you've been doing this, your channel got deleted at some point, right?
Yeah.
So your channel is called Gino Samuel 2.1, plug, link in the description. So I think because it got deleted during the first one, is that correct?
Yes, Gino Samuel 2 was terminated for bullying and harassment.
Right.
And that was for the Christian episodes?
That was the Christian episodes. I was up to part 12 at that point, yeah.
I think I remember this happening, and I thought you were going to quit right at that point, at some point, no?
Yeah, I did quit. I actually made part 13 and then released it on a different video hosting platform. But then after that, I decided, you know what, I'm just not going to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I want to know is, did you know what you were getting yourself into when you started this project?
Well, at around part 5, I got already 10,000 subs on YouTube. So for that, I made a Q&A video, answered some questions. And people asked, how long do you think it's going to be? I said, I'm probably going to get up to date around part 15. So I really had no idea what I was getting into.
Well, yeah, because it's just insane that, because again, I've seen a couple of your episodes, right? And it's just insane because it's like one episode isn't just talking about like one core thing. It's like it's just a compilation of all the things that just happen in chronological order. So like on average, like how long does it take to make one Christian episode?
From the start of writing to the publication, maybe 3 to 4 weeks.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, like I can't think of the amount of research that has to go into it, right? Because like, man.
Yeah. What is your research process for this? I wouldn't even know how or where to start.
Yeah. Do you talk to a lot of people in the community? Do you ask them, hey, what happened? If you're not sure, or like, what is the whole process? Right?
Very rarely I do talk with someone, but mostly I go through the Quickie and then the Kiwi Farms.
What's Kiwi Farms?
Kiwi Farms is a certain website, which is focusing on discussions around people online who do laughable things and are affectionately or unaffectionately referred to as lol cows.
Yeah, because there's a whole website called lolcow as well, right? Which is separate.
As a different thing.
Yeah, so a different website, but that is like the type of person, generally someone who just makes a lot of drama, does a lot of very questionable things.
Yeah, my understanding of Kiwi Farms and lolcow was always just like a place where people go to like talk drama about certain people and like
where I feel like 4chan is just unfiltered garbage that is sometimes funny but also extremely questionable. I feel like lolcow, Kiwi Farm very centered on the creators online and very much about people who are doing stuff online, whereas 4chan is just anything.
Yeah, anything goes. Yeah. But was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Kiwi Farms started like for Chris, like to document Chris?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was originally called Quickie Forums. And
did you not know that?
I did not know.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. So yeah,
we're gonna learn a lot today, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, it was originally called Quickie Forums, and the reason it developed into Kiwi Forums was because it was during a certain dry spell of content from Christian when they were not being active online for like a year or so. People started making subforums about other people who are similar to Chris.
Right.
And then after a while, they decided to abandon the Quickie forums and then get a new domain and call themselves Kiwi Farms, which is apparently a result. It's actually based on a mispronunciation that some other lolcows said about the Quickie forums. They pronounced it as Kiwi Farms. So that's how it started.
Right.
And so Quick is that just Christian Weston Chandler?
Christian Weston Chandler, later.
Which is the name.
CWC.
Right.
CWC.
And that is essentially the universe, or like what is that? What Christine built? Is that? Correct me on the law. There's so much information.
Yeah.
It's very hard to keep track.
Yes, Chris started building their own world. I guess during their teenage years in late 90s, they developed this concept of Quickville, which is the city of Quick, of Chris Chan.
So there's like this.
lost.
There's just like this whole.
It's a fantastical world.
So
It's a fantastical
like,
world, exactly.
do you know what Sonichu is?
No.
Do you want to explain what Sonichu is? Well, I mean, it's very
I mean, yeah. Okay, so I think Quickville was actually before Sonichu, so it was just like
right.
As a
slotted
result,
into there.
yeah.
But yeah, Sonichu came about as a high school project. Chris was doing a design class where he had to design his own CD, and he wanted to put on Sonic and Pikachu. I can't remember, was it Sonic or Pikachu? And the teacher said you couldn't put in any copyrighted characters.
Right.
So he decided to go around that issue, combine
Okay.
Sonic and
Sonichu.
Pikachu into Sonichu.
And that became like a very iconic meme online.
Yeah, so
Right.
I found out about the whole Chris thing because I knew what Sonichu was. Because you know, being on all sorts of internet forums back in the day, like you would just see Sonichu like out of context or used in.
Yeah, I remember I saw it a lot and had
Yeah.
no one. I just thought it was a ripoff.
Yeah, right. So I thought it was just like one of those like funny memes that someone created, right? And then I realized, Sonichu is linked with this person called Chris Chan. And then that's how I found out about the whole world of Chris. And then I just went deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, essentially.
So, when you watch your documentary, it starts out, I mean, quite positive, I'd say. Well, not positive, but,
Hopeful?
yeah, I'd say hopeful. You get introduced to Chris at the time, and it kind of becomes this, like, you get to see Chris on TV when very young, right?
Yeah.
When they won a competition. And you're like, oh, okay, it's going pretty well. And then you start to get into some very personal details about Chris, which I always found very concerning how they were, like, how did you get this information?
Yeah.
Because when you get introduced to Chris, you learn about Chris, you learn that Chris is autistic, that Chris is very obsessed with games and stuff. And then somehow we get a very detailed explanation of Chris's school life, how they had at the time multiple gal pals, as Chris always refers to them as, who then we are found out later Chris's parents were asked the gal pals to be friends with Chris,
Yeah.
so that Chris
There
had
was-
friends.
There was just like so much personal, intimate detail that I
Yeah.
don't even think I have about my own life.
Yeah, right.
You know?
When there was like a medical record or something, or a psychiatric
it's a
record.
psychiatric evaluation, right? I think it's
How
on
was
the
that?
first episode.
You showed this in your episode of
Right.
Chris, and I just sat there in awe, being like, I don't even know where mine is.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
have one,
Yeah.
I don't.
Like this
where
is
would I get
information that should be like public.
Was this all self-published by Chris?
Some of it was. The documents, the school papers, the medical records were actually, I guess, illegally taken from their property.
Oh, wow.
At a
Wow.
later point,
Jeez.
yeah.
Damn.
It was at a point much later in their life, around 2014. Actually, there was a troll who got into their dumpster
Oh
and,
no.
and took out all the papers.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So people have been going to Chris's house and just dumpster diving constantly, just trying to.
That happened at least once. I don't think many people did that. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Maybe
isn't
just
it?
one time. Yeah. But people do go there and take updated pictures of the house, for example, and their
Right.
and their lawn. Yeah.